everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Vikings are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Ravens defense that needs to be ready for that. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Terrell Suggs in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Bridgewater now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
On second down, Osweiler. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Osweiler with a sneak. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what's out. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And if you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. We also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Fresh set of downs here.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They come out here in the eye. This is Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Osweiler over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen, his running back that time. And it's 3rd and short. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Detroit! All right, now look at
Osweiler's going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Bridgewater fakes the give to Peterson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Osweiler. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now it's Osweiler, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and that leads to a Minnesota 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bridgewater on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then he'll pass the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Osweiler, he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Vikings.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Bridgewater now on second down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Wide open receiver complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Eric Kendricks coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Now Osweiler on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. On the sneak, Osweiler. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now Mostert, and he's got room. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
Here's Mostert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Minneapolis after this. Now from way back there after the sack. It's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Play action, now Osweiler. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They start the drive with Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Bridgewater now. Adrian Peterson was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Oh, the hurdle! Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Osweiler, and his throw is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third down, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. That's caught inside the 20. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Now it's Osweiler. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go.
Throwing again, Osweiler. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
All right, here we go.
Osweiler's going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
His throw caught right around the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brandon, when you have a player who could do that, that just makes your offense that much more dangerous. Being able to get outside the pocket, yet still keeping his eyes downfield and finding open receivers.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. So they're going to go for 2.
No. Check 50. All right, here.
They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They come up in an offset eye. Diggs in motion left. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come out here in the eye. Here's McKinnon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Running for it. Here's Peterson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I've got to give it up for him right there. Stared down the barrel of the blitz. Acted as his own blitz control. Knew he would take the hit and dumped it off, and they pick up a first down.
That's what the safety valve's there for, right?
That's exactly what he's there for, although most quarterbacks will tell you, I wouldn't mind actually having him in to protect so I don't get hit as often, but sometimes you just have to step up and make a play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Buck Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens add on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They run again with Peterson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle, and they're going to speed things up here. Here's Bridgewater. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And some space here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 54 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sends him up 1st and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I got tripped this side. I got tripped this side. We got 3. We got 3. Get ready.
Bridgewater. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And that is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that brings up 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go. Here we go now. 3-9, here we go. All right, here we go.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Mostert. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. That's complete. It's Bell. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offensive coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bridgewater now. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the penalty.
Let's go. Wide in.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Switch.
A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.